So I haven't really explained what's going on with this or why I have it or any of that kind of stuff. And basically the department was trying to get it running for so long, and nobody really knew how to work on a two-stroke apparently. But I guess lost art. Wow, maybe I'm old. Anyway, Cooper Fire Department's airboat. Realistically, these guys pulled my butt out of a head-on about 25 years ago. I owe them for that. And really, let's be honest, it is a water rescue boat. Lord knows I owe every water rescue company everywhere a huge thank you, just given my history. Yeah, whatever I can do for that's good karma. So when I got it, it ran. It didn't run good. When I got it from Ziegler, it had the choke stuck open. It was jetted to two different sizes. They had put a CDI on it. There's a coil here that got put on it. I've got a stator assembly too that I didn't have any need to put on it. So I went through all the temperatures. This thing is at the point where it just will not get hot head temperatures. It won't rev out. Originally really thought it was jetted poorly. If you go to Kawasaki says this motor back in the day, this is a 1980 Kawasaki 440 fan. It was originally an Intruder snowmobile engine way back in the day. Jaybird Engines in Wisconsin uses it for a lot of ultralights. Kawasaki had this listed at 140 for jets. Yeah, Ziegler had a 240 and a 260 in it. I managed to get it jetted down to a 110, and I could actually get it to run good at a 110. And that tells me that we have pretty good either flow issues or we are really way overloading the engine. So a little more checking on this one. Realistically, this motor should spin 7,000 RPMs all day. I have never been able to get more than 6,300 out of it. Really, cruise should be 4,500 to 5,000 RPMs. Should hold that easily. What I could get it to do was actually, when it was cold, accelerate really strong and then fall back and then just not be able to make the power to actually spin the prop anymore. Really, we were trying to run the motor outside of its power band, outside of its normal RPM. Did a bunch of checking, talked to a bunch of people, Matt and a few other guys for some help. Here's where I have it. So we went through, got a hold of Jaybird Engines, and decided that we need to repitch the prop. Went through, cleaned everything, cleaned carb, scoped everything. Those are prop angle blocks for this design. Originally had a 16 pitch. Went to a 15. A 15 I could hold. It would run 6,400 RPMs. Really, I still had to down jet it in order to get it to run halfway decent. And I really don't want to run it that lean. So I'd rather run a little more fuel and a little less push from the prop. So here's where I finally ended up. We ended up with a 14-inch block. There they are. So we went to a 14-degree spacer block. And now they have 16s, 15s, and 14s. Installed them all on the prop. Got everything kind of dialed in. Here's where it's at. And I know some of this you won't be able to really hear. I'll put it over the RPM gauge so you can see it. But it's going to be really noisy. It's kind of weird. It's a big fan. Anyway, here's where it's at right now. Go ahead. Ignition on. My throttle's over there. So I'm going to start it here. I've got idle set for about 12 to 1400 RPMs. That allows it to come back and idle on a high RPM. Doesn't stall that way. Looks good so far. Now we can kind of watch head temps and RPM. Still a bit cold. So it runs great. However, that's where it ran out of fuel. Oh, that's funny. It's not easy on fuel, I will give it that. But I'm really happy with it. I think it'll do great. They may have to rejet it when temperatures change a lot. I win. Yay. Machines, good. I can fix those. People, you're on your own.